Guess who's back? Back again. Craig is back. Tell a friend. Craig is back. Craig is back. Anyway, what is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and it has been a minute. You still see me popping up on the Hall Hawk from time to time, but I have not done a video in a bit. And I've taken a little bit of heat because I've kept some stuff in boxes, and people are like, dude, you're not going to open it? Look at that. You should open it. You should look at that. So I'm going to show off just a few of things. Actually, I haven't been getting a ton of stuff. I've been moving out more stuff than in. But I did get some very cool items. So I'm going to show just one autographed item, a couple other little things. The autographed item I got. And I know Pops are like one of those things. You either like them, you don't like them. Well, I don't like regular Pops. But I got some weird addiction that just grown for autograph Pops. Just the way they display, you put them in stock cases, it just looks nice in my opinion. Especially custom Pops. And so recently, granted, I would have loved if they made one of him from Night of the Creeps. Again, it would have been custom anyway. But we have Mr. Tom Atkins, Dr. Chalice, from Halloween 3. The one no one wants to admit happened. But look at that, signed nice green ink with the Stop It. I love that a lot. I'm a huge, huge Atkins fan. I have several Atkins autographs. I have solo Atkins autographs. I have group signed. I have them on a fog piece. I have it's just one of the things. I'm a fan. Okay. Next. And you might have seen my boy Jordan showing his. I am a huge fan of Dusk Till Dawn. And they don't make almost nothing. So you have to rely on custom makers. And you've seen me show off some figures in the past. But I got my very first mask. And I'm not a mask guy. But I could not pass this one up. We have Fred Williamson. You remember him as Frost from Dusk Till Dawn. Look at that. Look at how badass that is. Look at the eyes. The mouth. Like this is right after he turned. Like, you know, he spun around and then you saw what he became. His character was awesome. And him and Sex Machine were great in the roles they played. Sex Machine, Tom Savini, after he got bit, trying to hide it the whole time. And then ultimately he was just killing things left and right. And then all of a sudden he stopped and you're like, oh shit. And then of course he got taken out by the preacher. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the preacher with the shotgun cross in his mouth. I could be wrong. It has been a bit, but that is beautiful. That is Mr. Tom Martino of DWN Productions. This is not my first... Actually, wait a second. This is not my first... I don't know, this actually might be my first Tom item. He has an Alma that I really want to get, but in addition to this, and I had almost completely forgotten about it, but we're talking about Night of the Creeps. Look at that. That is phenomenal. DWN Productions. It's not on his site, but sure if you're nice and you hit him up and you mention it, he can make you one too. But this is beautiful. Beautiful look. And it's super, super thick, which I guess the mask collector's angel told me that's a plus, especially for the display purposes. Again, I'm somewhat of a mask novice. Most of the masks I have are like Trick or Treat or stuff I got from Faint of Heart, right? Faint of Heart Creations in their boxes. In addition, though, to that, I did also pick up a little something to go with my Night of the Creeps fandom. We have one of the slugs. I call them slugs. I know they're not really slugs. Move way too fast. I would hate if slugs moved that fast. That would creep the fuck out of me. Not enough salt in the world. I'm probably going to get like that double-side stickum and put them on here and then put this up with my either Night of the Creeps photo or my Atkins Scream Factor figure. Very, very cool. Okay, so now I am in the Tom Martino collecting zone. Okay. Next, this is something that I think is awesome. It also is something that upsets me just a smidge because it doesn't work. And so I'm curious if you got this item as well. Does yours work? Does it not? I already contacted them. But sort of Tiny Terrace, Benny from Benny Loves You, Dread Central did it. And they sold out very, very fast. They did a second wave. That sold out very fast. We got Benny. Well, bastard. Now he has the knife. And then he has, you crook his hand and he says a slew of different phrases. The problem is, crook his hand, he doesn't say anything. So I was looking around to see if there's like a cord to pull. There's not. It's not one of those deals. So I emailed them. I know it said. It's still awesome. Even if it doesn't work, I'll still like it. But you pay for something with a voice, you hope the voice comes, eh? You know, so unless it's something I got to do. Like I said, they might contact me and say, you got to pull a cord out. So if they do, that could be my own. In fact, now I discovered the back. Let's see. Maybe there is one of those pieces of tape. Let's see. We're going on a little adventure together. Going on an adventure with the big guy as we give him an epidural. No, that's in there too deep. It doesn't. I doubt it. There's nothing we're supposed to access, so I don't want to mess around with it. But that is Benny. If you haven't saw Benny Loves You, it's a fun movie. It's not anything that you're gonna put on a top list, you know. But if you like Tiny Terrace, yeah, go for it. And now my last item. And this is something, this is one of those items you order, and then you forget your order until you get an email about the updates. But I have what is considered the most epic horror pin ever made. Now you ask yourself, how could anyone make that claim, the most epic horror pin ever made? It's like a ludicrous talk. Who could say that? Well, it is epic. And I'll put it down for a second. And not only that, they doubled up on that. They also included this pin. Check out what that pin says. You know, you have a little bit of Freddy, you have a little bit of Jason, you have a little bit of Michael Myers. Is that Cropsy with the shears? Are they the shears? No, it's the hook. So the hook could be Candyman or the Fisherman. Chucky with the knife, the balloon. It says I own the most epic. This pin is badass in itself. But no, this isn't the most epic. They also gave you a keychain. And no, this isn't the most epic. But, so, from Maya's Pins, and a little personal sign note, which is always appreciated, we have a pin that pretty much is the box that I showed you. And I have my own tiny little pin board that I'm going to put this bad boy on. But check that out. This is the pin. The Creeper itself sells this, but you know what? You'd really have to think hard about who's not on here. You know, the only one I was looking through it before, I know. Turn it around real quick. The only one I could think about who you see in a lot of movies, who I didn't see on here, is Gage. But all the other mainstream folks, like I said, Cropsy, I mentioned Cropsy before. Cropsy's not here, but you know, Burning isn't mainstream, I guess, for everybody. But all the figures that you see right away with NECA, you know, pretty much, you know, aside from Art the Crown, and I'm sure he'll be pimped out from one of those companies eventually. You know, but that's awesome. Isn't that awesome? That is phenomenal to me. Like I said, I don't get a ton of pins anymore. Like, I go after certain sets, but I could not go after this one. Okay, So, like I said, I know I hadn't done a video in a while, but I figured, you know what, if I'm going to do one, I might as well come with some quality. But that listen, Tom Martino, I cannot recommend his stuff more. You know, my buddies, in fact, I think just about everyone in the Horror Hawks has a ton of his stuff. You know, I know Darren does, I know Jordan, freaking Steven, that Bilal, right? That's, you know, what can you say about that bad boy? But he also has Mass too, and you know, freaking, it's nuts. So I definitely recommend. But anyway, folks, I will try not to be so much estranged. I still want to do a contest, like a main contest. I've been waiting on doing that for a bit. And they do have a few boxes coming in here and there. I did re-up to Horror Pack, even though they went up $5 a month. But I get it, given everything that's going on in the world with shipping and materials. And I did get on Cryptocurium, because I'm usually a Cryptocurium scavenger on eBay. And I figured, you know what? It's not that. Might as well subscribe to it. The price point isn't crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. I went a little over the 10. My apologies. I will check you out later. Remember, hit me down below. Let me know if you got a Benny and he doesn't talk. Or if he does talk, rub it in my face and be like, "Mine is just fine." Talk to you later. Peace.